All right. This is called teaching. A leap forward. I nearly jumped out of my skin when a friend told me how lucky I was to have teaching as my fallback career. 20 years of falling back? I don't think so. I wished I could have traveled through the cell phone and cussed her out in person. She caught me off guard sliding that insult disguised as a compliment into our otherwise friendly yearly Thanksgiving Day phone call. I realized that George Bernard Shaw wrote, "Those who can't do teach," but I'm beginning to think he was merely jealous of the lifelong passion one derives from doing what one truly loves. Yes, there are people who trudge through jobs they hate, day in and day out, just to make ends meet. They are the sellouts. Some of them are teachers, but really, they could be doing anything soullessly for money, even writing plays. Yet, once I resigned from teaching at an Austin public school, I finally combined both my passions for teaching and writing as a freelance editor and writer of online educational materials. I wrote biology lessons, imagining how engaged students would be with the interactive exercises I created. I actually missed being with students, but not asshole administrators. As fate would have it, I ended my last freelance educational writing contract the first week of December 2014 and didn't get another until the last week of December 2015. In between time, I taught an evening adult basic education class, which allowed me to do yoga, paint, and write in the mornings and interact with students in the evenings. I loved it. One of the best lessons I learned, I actually heard myself telling a student who thought it was incredulous that I enjoyed teaching math. I told her, because I know how to teach math, I will always have a job. I must explain, that's not the only reason I enjoy teaching math. I enjoy teaching math because I'm logical. But as any adult education instructor will tell you, adults are mostly motivated to return to school because they are tired of dead-end, minimum wage jobs with questionable job security and most likely an openly inhumane supervisor. So, highlighting a clear economic link between understanding math, a subject majority of my students struggle with, and job security is a good thing. Later it hit me, as long as I can teach math, I will always have a job. Eureka! Never had I picked out a specific skill besides being fabulous at strategic thinking and organization, both which I attribute to mathematical reasoning, from the myriad of teaching skills, and saw the marketable commodity I've honed for 20 years and counting, been teaching 5 different countries around the world. The common denominator has always been, I've taught math while doing it. Once I became a licensed teacher with a master's in education, I thought my career path was set. Long ago, people remain with the same company and or career throughout their entire professional life. That world began to disappear about 40 years ago, and the rise of the internet and its technological cousins accelerated this transformation. My career journey traveled a little off the beaten path since I began both teaching and writing as a Peace Corps volunteer. I've leapt from one international exotic location to the next, teaching math and science. Never once had I felt I'd fallen backwards. As a matter of fact, I credit my international teaching career for helping out my fallback writing career. Just to show that the universe continues to conspire with me, I recently had inspiration to start training parkour, thanks to watching one of my nephews train. That's a perfect analogy for how I now visualize my career trajectory. Leaping, swinging, climbing, and flipping from one challenge to the next, using whatever skills I need at the time to meet my personal and professional goals. I'm not going to jump right now.